Hi angels, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well because I am very well. Today I'll be doing an extreme cleaning video, but before I begin with the cleaning, I normally like to put some energy into my system because I get lightheaded when I don't put any energy, just put on when I'm starving. But yeah, it doesn't turn out well. So my favorite cereal is the Sultana brand. I like to add a little bit of sugar and then banana in there and eat it up with milk, and it's just delicious. It gives you fuel pretty much for the whole day. So before I begin with the whole cleaning, I like to bleach out the toilets, the bathrooms, to let everything like the moldy parts soak out, which there's no moldy anyways, but I like doing this before I begin cleaning, just to soak them up, and then do the laundry as well, just to get that machine going and clean all the clothes. So when I finish cleaning, I can just take them out for drying, ready to go. The next room I like to go into the lounge room. So I like to take everything. That table just gives you headache. It gives me headache so much because it's a glass table, so I have to clean it every single time. Get rid of everything, the decoration just from it. And I like to take just the detergent. You can start with the multi-purpose wipers and then do that one as well on it, because multi-purpose wipers just leaves marks on it that I just don't like, and it does my head in. So I like to go on with the detergent and then a sponge, just the smooth part, because you don't want to do with the rough part, is going to scratch the glass all over. And I like to grab a microfiber cloth and just wipe it with just pure water, and then grab like a paper towel and finish it off and polish it off, and it turns out really nice and shiny. You won't even be able to see anything. It comes a mirror. After all is done, I just like to put everything on the floor, move on to the couch area, and just make sure like there's no bits on it, any dirt on it, and just put everything in place. And then after that, we just finish and vacuum everything off the rug. That rug, I normally put refreshener on rugs, but this one I try not to put so much in it because it's a plush rug, if that's how it's pronounced. And yeah, so if you put like refreshener, most of the time you'll end up like, it will just end up being the bottom, like it will just build up, and you don't want that. So I normally do it every once a month or something, After that, I like to grab the broom and just get rid of every single dirt on the floor, every single rubbish on the floor, because I don't like mopping while there's rubbish on the floor, because it will just gives you a hard time. It's easier like just brushing everything off the floor and then mopping it afterwards, and you'll have a really nice and smooth mop. But before we finish just brooming everything, I just like to grab before we finish brooming the whole place, I just like to grab the multi-purpose wipers and just go through with it, the unit, the TV unit, because normally most of it is normally dusty. So we, wipe that up nice and polished, and then I'll move on. After that, I'll move on to the mirror section. Yep, there goes one of the one of the people that ruins the place. So I like to grab just the Windex. So that mirror, I don't normally focus on it that much, but yeah, I just like to grab Windex. Windex is just the job for it. And yeah, just cleans it up nice and well with a paper towel. And then I move on to the kitchen area and just get rid of everything off the kitchen bench, whatever they'll have to go, and wrap everything up. And yeah, move on, starting off with the dishes, guys. The whole kitchen, I like to start with the dishes first. Before I even touch the dishes, I like to just go over it with detergent and just clean the bench out before I start. And then I like to begin with cups, and then spoons, and then plates, and then I move on to pots, guys. It's just the way I just grew up doing it. And then after that, I like to move on to the cupboards. I just grab the multi-purpose wipers and just grab the microfiber. So wipe with the multi-purpose wiper, and then go over with the microfiber cloth, and that just leaves it nice and polished, because this cupboard does my head in most of the time. Everything is glossy in that house, and this cupboard, any single print you can see. I know it's white, but you can see, when you glance on the side, you can see someone's fingerprints. So that does my head in. So I like to wipe it every now and then just leave it nice and polished with the microfiber cloth. That just does everything very nice with that splash background in the kitchen. A splash, the backsplash, yeah, it's beautiful. It's easy to clean it. The dirt comes out on it so nicely. Glossy stuff, it just doesn't hold a lot of dirt in it, but it's easier to get dirty, you know what I mean? Well, the glossy part continues around the the stool bar area, and the kids like to kick it around, so that part becomes dirty as well. So we go through with the same procedure. After that is my favorite part. I finish with everything. The bench comes handy, guys. I like to go over it with multi-purpose wipers first, get rid of those germs, and then I go over it with detergent, dishwasher detergent, and then you just rub it off. This bench is it's glossy as well, and it leaves some sparks that leaves in there. It just drives me crazy every time I see it dirty. So I go over it with the microfiber cloth, and then go over with paper towel, and it leaves it nice and shiny. As you can see, I can see my reflection in it, and that's how I like it. After that, I like to finish it off the sink. So just finish off, you need to clean the microfiber cloths as well, because if you leave it like that, it will give a bad odor in your kitchen. You probably think it's the bin, but it's them, so you have to clean them out as well. Then after that, I like to grab this gumption, and then this stuff is beautiful, guys, with the walls, and then with the kitchen. Oh my god, the kitchen sink, it just leaves it nice and polished, very nice and shiny. And this thing is just finish off the whole look. It's satisfaction, as you can see. Jesus. Let's move on to the dining area, guys. So the same procedure that I did with the mirror table, the glass table, yeah. The sponge detergent, and then microfiber, and then paper towel. leaves it nice and shiny. This is another table that does my head in as well, because every time I clean it, kids love to touch it. There's always fingerprint somewhere, and if you ask who touched it, and it's not, nobody even says me. It seems like that living ghost around here. So I like to move on to that table area, and then just wipe everything out with my with multi-purpose wipers as well. Those wipers come handy in pretty much every single area. Or you can use the spray as well, but I don't like the spray. I like the wipers better. Yeah, just wipe it out and just go over it for a finish polish with a paper towel, and then get rid of all the rubbish off the floor as well before mopping. And then the toilet has soaked in, so you will go back and clean it all out. It will just leave your toilet just nice and beautiful, guys. This just if you have your toilet and it's brown on the inside and stuff, you use this stuff and just let it soak in for about 10 to 20 minutes, and leaves it nice and clean. That's why I love modern houses. They just nice and polished. So I'll go over with the multi-purpose wipers again all over the toilet. Just wipe all over it. I like people that wipe toilets and leave the bottom area. Like what do you leave that for? It's part of the toilet. Clean the whole thing up. I go all the way at the back. So after I wipe it out with that, I get a paper towel as well and finish it off, polish it off, and it turns out very nice and shiny, and I love it. It's satisfaction, this whole place. Next part is just wipe the mirrors, the sink, multi-purpose wipers, the sink, but with the mirror, the paper towel, and Windex spray. It's nice and shiny. And then after that, the mopping part is the end of everything. So I like to put all the chairs up just like that, so I can get to reach the places nice and easy. I don't like putting mops in between the chairs because that just does my head in. So I find it easier this way. And then with the mopping, I like to just use really warm or hot water, and then use that Pine Clean that we use for the hospital as well, and then just get to the floors. I just like to wet. The first wet is just I don't rinse the mop, I just go with it. I ready, steady, and go. So we'll go with the ready one. Make sure you mop the floor that way, so if there's any hard bits of stains that are there, it would actually soak into that water, and then when you come through with round 2, you just that mop would just I don't know how to explain it. I have to make sounds, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is just that beautiful. So 3 times and the place is nice and clean and satisfying. And after that, the finished look, we just go over with the linen spray. This stuff is beautiful, guys. If you don't have it, that's the end of everything. It just leaves that nice smell on your couch, and I like to put it on those chairs as well because they're linen. And then the finished look, go back with the multi-purpose wipers on that bench because you put those chairs up, so wipe it up again. OCD on another level. And yeah, that's just pretty much everything, guys. That's the end of the part 1. We'll go upstairs soon, but thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you have learned something out of this video. I hope you have taken out some procedures of cleaning, and thank you guys so much for your time. May God bless you abundantly with your families. I'll see you guys next time, not in part 2. Take care, angels. Bye.